They are the original beings that were on this planet. If you do not believe that you are the food source, just look around you and you will see it. You have the hunter gatherers, which is the government officials, high ranking, low ranking, those that are of the official, what we call lawyers, cops, black ops, military, secret organizations. All these beings are hunter gatherers. They are to gather the food source for these reptilian beings because this is how they feed. Now, some of them, um, let's just put it like this for instance, let's say there's a person you know that likes to spend their time incarcerated or like to spend their time um, being in bondage or likes to get in trouble. You can consider this being as being one of the ops. You can consider them as being one of the feeders, so to speak, because they want to feed off your energy, your life source, what the Holy Spirit has instilled in you. And I know this for a fact because I've heard people liking to be in bondage, but some of the ones that do get in trouble and do things that they're not supposed to be doing, they are, I would just say, minions, stooge, so to speak. They are at the very bottom, but they are a part of the reptilian race. Any place that is of incarceration is Satan's kingdom. Any place that is have to do with bondage is um, has to do with a food source, a food bank, as you will. Some people just do things just to get in trouble, just to get into to feed off others' energy. There's this adrenaline rush that you get when if someone comes up and startles you from behind. That's you're giving off a blast of energy of chi, and this is what they feed off of. So there are those that are within these places that are in bondage, whether it be Area 51, whether it be in a prison system, or whether it be at the Pentagon. These hunter gatherers are the ones who's gathering the fruit as if like they have been doing for the longest, since the beginning. Since the beginning of the fallen ones coming to this earth, how they would feed them by feeding them raw, not raw meat, but cooked meat because they love the smell of cooked meat. So this is the reason why it's continuing because now that they are no longer surviving off of cooked meat, they are surviving off of your chi, your inner light, your being, because it is a light that they cannot produce, and the beings that they have did produce, these beings do not carry that light. To find out, let's see how we can do this. There are some that are knowingly and not knowingly, whether they are a reptilian or not. The one thing you need to do if you want to know if someone is a reptilian, you say to the Holy Spirit, show me my enemy. And if you're having issues with someone and their whole life is constantly arguing, and there's never any peace around them, everything is in an uproar. In the species of reptilians, there is always war. With these beings, there come chaos. Note it, just what I just said. Now you hear the sirens in the background. Confirmation. These beings like chaos, they thrive on chaos. This is what they do. Day in, day out, there is no peace, there is no tranquility. There's only there's only there's only interruptions, there's only um, chaos, fighting. This is what they like. This is how they thrive. You have some that are knowingly, unknowingly, not knowing what they are, but they don't know why they do what they do, but they do what they do. And that is siphoned off of other people's energy. Now, if you really want to know who your enemy are, all you have to do is just ask the Holy Spirit, show me my enemies. Now, the one thing you have to do is get them under low light. If you're able to get them under low light, the Holy Spirit will show you their true face, whether they're reptilian or whether they are a insectoid or whether they are a gray. The Holy Spirit will show you, because these entities are the direct entities that will cause confusion and chaos. So, therefore, you will know that you are a food source for them. But then there are some that just really don't know what's in their blood. They don't know who they are or what they are. The governmental system, they know exactly what, who, and where you are. Now, some of us, our DNA changes within time on who we are. That just depends on if you are opening up a code or you breaking codes to open up a DNA pattern, a new DNA pattern. And most of us, your DNA is taken from you, and every governmental system in the entire world has it. And what I'm saying is because those that are the original, your DNA is tested. If you do not believe what I'm saying to you, look up a show that used to come on, but it got canceled. I don't know if it's canceled, I could be wrong, but it's called Naomi. And I know this for a fact because of something that happened to me in Satan's kingdom. And then in the etheric world, I was attacked by government officials. So there was a demonic entity in this physical 3D realm. And as I kept saying in my head, leave, demon, and he spoke out loud, you're no God. By the time I got to the third leave, demon, he said, you're no God. The energy around me exploded, and when it exploded, the man sat in his bed for over 30 minutes quiet. No banging, no yelling, none of this talking to himself, anything. That same night, my higher self grabbed a sheet of energy, put it around me. Now, if you do not believe, watch the show Naomi, and it will show you government agents. When this woman when she let out this energy, these people, they have a detector on the, I don't know what it's called, but they're able to see the activity of the earth and able to pinpoint exactly where that energy is coming from. So when she let this burst of energy out, one of the military officers said, "That's just too much power for one person." Check it out. Look up the show Naomi. It should be around the fourth or third um, beginnings of it, chapters. You'll find it, you'll see it, and you'll see when she faces this man that looks like to be her father. It probably was her father, her real father, or someone who was a friend of her father's, I believe. But you'll see actually the government seeing exactly this blast that happened on the earth. They're able to pinpoint exactly where you are. They know your DNA, they know where you are, and they follow you. Because why? Because they're looking for the one. This stems more than just, it's about prophecy. It's about bringing forth the Antichrist. This extends a lot further. It extends beyond the government. It also has to do with them and their deal with what they have with these beings that are running this world. I'm not going to be like everyone else on here and say, oh, well, um, all reptilians are bad, or all um, insectosaurs are bad, or all grays are bad. I'm not going to be here one of them saying that. I'm saying that you cannot trust any of them. The only being you can trust is the Holy Spirit. Follow what you believe, and whatever that belief is, stick with it. I must be on the right track. Whenever I'm doing work, my ears does that. That's usually when I'm doing spiritual work or healing or removing demonic entities or removing negative energies that are within the atmosphere around me or within someone else. So believe the originals, you are being watched. You are being watched. This is for sure. 100%. When your DNA changes, depending on who is your family, because you are a hybrid. To whom and what, I don't know. We are all here to do a job. What job that is, your job is, I don't know, but I know my job is to bring my people home. I was already told to leave this earth and never return. And it's these reptilian beings that want me off this planet. So, believe it or not, you are, when you come to this earth as a baby, Like I said, the government has your DNA sample. They know if you're a part of the original. So they keep tabs on you, they watch you, and they see how you progress. And those that will enslave, that will take away your freedom, they are the gatherers, the hunter gatherers. These beings are the hunter gatherers. These beings are to make sure that you have a very uncomfortable life. These beings are to make sure that you, at some point, lose your mind because they need to feed these entities just as they did in the beginning. They were feeding them with flesh. They were cooking meat for them. They were bringing food to these beings. So, believe it or not, there's only about a third of us here, the originals. And that third, whether you're innocent, well, you are innocent. The thing is that they take advantage of it and they put those that are innocent in an unsafely environment so the other ones can feed off them. And so, as long as you are with on record, so as long as you are in their grasp, in their clutch, they will not let you go. So, this is the reason why, if you're innocent, they do not remove it. You have to pay to have it removed. And even then, it's not removed because they want to keep you in the loop. So, anytime something goes wrong or something happens, they're looking at you. They're looking right at you.
Some things belong on the big screen.
They're looking right at you. And they know because they have to feed them. So you are a food source. And it's like your currency, so to speak, is what you are. Your current currency. They get paid to keep you in there. They get paid to put you through more and more chaos. The people that are around you, whether they know it or not, they signed up for it. And not only that, there are some that are compromised when it comes to you as being the original. This is the only way they can survive. It's off your light. I gotta change the music because I'm wanting to dance. So these beings, they are they're out for your light, but they're also out to keep you from what's to come, which is prophecy. Give me a second. I know they're looking for me. They're looking for that signature that makes the earth shake. I know it because of the dreams I have. And I know that I'm part of prophecy. There are many of you are part of prophecy. Many of you are a part of prophecy. I have yet hear of other beings. I'm going to leave that where it's at. I'm not going to do that. I just know that these beings are trying to push for the Antichrist. This is their agenda. They're trying to push for this one world government thing. And I don't know if you've seen here lately on the shorts where they're showing these female robots. These little AI female robots. We're so close. This war against male and female, distancing them, male and female, and going to start integrating with cybernetics and humans taking girlfriends, wives, husbands as a partner. You can already see it. It's definitely like iRobot. All the movies tell you everything, what's coming, what's happening, what's about to happen. You just have to see it. But I know I made my mark. When that great freeze happened, and about 98% of the United States was frozen. After sealing the 12 tribes, I know I made my mark on the day that I shook the earth multiple times, but specifically the very first time I made my mark. This is why I'm mentioning about the show Naomi. there's a lot of triggers, and I know they're trying to trigger me because they're trying to find me. Because I've shaken the earth quite a bit. It's only a matter of time before this one world government pops off. And those that are supposed to take, those that they're going to make take the mark. So the world as we know it is going to change. If you find yourself having a hard time trying to find your way through this maze, just know that you're not alone. There are many of the originals that these beings are to give a hard time with because you are their food source. Some of them they check out and then they're reborn again, and not really knowing that checking out is not an option. They put you through this so you can continue to re re-enter the system. Your life is hard for a reason. You are accused for a reason because you are an original, because you are the Holy Spirit's people. So you're always going to be the blame. Now, these beings, they don't feed off each other. They only feed off the originals. Like I said, the government has your they have your ID. They have your genetic pool. They know who and what you are. And if you would watch that show Naomi, you will start seeing that every being, every extraterrestrial being, or every family that has an extraterrestrial being in their family, or that mother and father comes from a different planet, they know it. Because this was something that was in play a long time ago. We get to experiment on your people, and we give you so much technology. So you are not alone. Pay attention, be aware, believe in something. Give your Khalils. I'm gonna say,
I'll just explode.
I'm gonna say, love each other like you love yourself. Learn to forgive and let live and let go. There is something else I wanted to say. In my dream, there was bugs, six-legged bugs crawling all over the place. Pestilence. Another dream last night where there were spiders. And I mean, this was a town or city, and these spiders just took over. And I'm not talking about big spiders, I'm talking about small spiders. And you start seeing fires rise up everywhere. Like people were trying to kill them with fire. And once one was attacked, it sent a signal to all of them. And they would overrun one person. This could be some new virus, I would say, where it's going to create sores, kind of like the plague. The first dream was just bugs running all over the place. I mean, they were just everywhere, everywhere. And I wake up out of my sleep, skin crawling. I just look for something with pestilence. Be aware that another major disease can erupt, or some lab grown insect that mates with another insect that doesn't have that. I'm going to leave this here. Till the next appointed time. When that will be, I don't know. The one out.